My name is Sergeant Allen, and I'm going to be going over measuring distance on a map. For this training, it is unclassified, so I will not be going over any classified information. I have provided a deliberate risk assessment indicating our risk level is low. We do have some wires which I have put away and secured, so our risk level is low. For this training purposes, we are going to have a map. You're going to be with a strip of paper and pencil. So our objective is going to be measuring the distance of two lines on a straight line and a curved line on a map. You are a member of a team, of a squad, or team in a field environment and have been directed to determine the distance between two known points. You have a 1 to 50,000 scale map, a strip of paper with a straight edge, and a pencil. You have been shown the beginning and ending points on the map, which is pretty much your starting point is point A and your ending point is going to be point B. The standards are going to be to determine straight line distance between 2 points with no more than a 5% error, and a curved line like a road or a stream, and that's going to be the distance between 2 points with no more than a 10% error. So here is our map. We have our straight edge papers and our pencil. So the first step is going to be identify the scale or the graphing scale, which is going to be, here's your map, and your scale is going to be here below. Your scale is going to be a primary scale and an extension scale. Your primary scale is going to be in kilometers, and they're literally broken down into 5 sections for your kilometers, which 0 to 1 is going to be 1 kilometer. 1 to 2 is 2 kilometers, and so on. You have an extension scale is on the left of the primary scale, which is broken down into meters, and that's broken into 5 different sections also, but half of that scale is 500, and at the very end is 1,000 meters. So 1,000 meters is going to be equal to 1 kilometer. So that is the scale of that. They also have a conversion graph, which gives you, say, like 1 meter to equals 3.28 feet, and they have miles because we're going to convert miles because here in the U.S. we use miles, so instead of kilometers, so it's going to be easier for us to kind of comprehend how long it would take us from getting from point A to point B. So we're going to determine the straight line distance between 2 points on the map, which is going to be up here, and I kind of already have it pointed out up here. But so you're going to take one strip of paper, and you're going to go here, and you're going to from point A to point B, which you're going to literally mark on your paper. So we have from point A is your starting point into your stopping point. So you're going to mark one line here, which is your end point, and you're going to go down here, and you're going to measure it on the scale. So from on the scale here, we're going to go from 0 down here to, and you're going to, the 0 is at the straight edge of your paper, and you're going to mark. So this is at the 1 kilometer, and And down here is our ending point down here. So you have your ending point down here. So you're going to go back over to the extension scale. You're going to round to the next kilometer over here. So you're going to have 1 tick mark, 2 tick marks, because your ending point is between the 1 and the 2. You're going to go back over to the extension scale. You're going to line it up from your last tick mark, which is going to be at the 2,000 meters, because we have 2 tick marks. So from 1 kilometer to 2 kilometers is going to be our tick mark. You can go over here and you can mark and see how far the distance is, which is going to be 250 meters. So on the meters, you can go down to the conversion scale, and we're going to literally put how many miles to kilometers, because we already figured out it's going to be 1,250 meters. So to convert that, we're going to go to 0.62 miles, and we're going to figure out how many miles it's going to take us from reaching point A to point B. And this is our straight line, which is going to be 775 miles. And that's an approximate distance. Then you're going to go back up here, and we're going to measure from our point A to point B of a curved line, because it curves. So you're going to take your straight edged paper, and you're going to go from point A, your starting point, to where you see the first curve. And then you're going to take this and you're going to follow it back down to your ending point, or the next curve, which here is our ending point. You're going to take this now and you're going to take it down to the scale again. The scale we have is at the 0, because that's where we are starting, and we are measuring. So we're going to measure from 0 to 1, because that's 1 kilometer. So if you put 1 kilometer right here, and this is going to be our stopping point, because we have our tick marks already put down from our starting point to our end point. So we're going to go to the conversion to the extended scale, because our stopping point is in between the 1 and the 0 and 1,000 scale. And then if you do the math, our ending point is about 334 meters. So if we have 334 meters of a distance to 1,000, we're going to take the 1,000 minus 334, which will give us our meters. We're going to have 666 meters. We're going to need to convert that to miles, because we have to convert that to miles of what we know as a ground feet, what we travel. So if you do the 666 meters, multiply it by 0.62, which is our miles of the conversion, we're going to get approximately about 41 miles. So it's going to take us 41 miles from point A to point B on our curved line. So our next step, so we have our miles, so that is going to be our distance. So we're going to test you now. So I have a no, you're going to be tested of a go or a no-go. On the test, you're going to have to do 3 things. And the 3 things, so you're going to have your test here. You're going to be given a map, a strip of paper. You're going to be given a strip of paper, which is a straight edged paper, and a pencil. So you're going to take your papers and you're going to measure the distance from on a straight line and a curved line. And I'm going to give you about 10 minutes to complete it. With that being said, the last person that gets the test, that's when the time starts. And begin. Okay, so I have reviewed everybody's test and everybody got a go. Was there any questions, improvements, sustainments? That is going to complete our training on measuring distance on a map. Thank you.